All things must end.
No, we can't give them that much time.
Is that DAIN and Neon-san discussing strategy together? Morning! What are you guys talking about?
You're here. We just got word from the Scions of the Canopy. After their front lines dissolved, the location? The Cinder City.
Cinder City, huh? And with any luck, maybe we'll find your brother there, too!
Yep, our army is almost ready.
I beg to differ. You have the intel you need, so act on it.
I've already explained my reasoning, Mr. Dainsleif.
Very well. Then I will go there alone.
You're gonna go on your own? Come on, be sensible. Just wait a tiny bit longer.
It's all right.
Huh? Shouldn't you be talking sense into him?
I admire his courage, and even if things don't go to plan, Mr. Dainsleif, I wish you the very best of luck.
Looks like he's waiting for you to say. Oh, for a second there, Paimon actually thought he was gonna brave it alone. And then he called his own bluff.
You cold? Gotta be careful you don't catch a chill. Come on, I'll fix you a bowl of hot soup.
Is this the place?
All these years, once the fighting starts. But if you run into any abyss-powered mechanism,
It's been so long and if you get to meet your brother again...
Observe, be silent. To dust.
cheap tricks.
Beware the creatures of the night. Close your eyes.
You won't get another chance.
Observe.
Insulation chamber deployed. Preparing for dust off.
This is a very different battle from the one we fought with the Yansan. No one's backing down. They're fighting back with everything they have.
Given the construction of their headquarters and the tactics they're using, I suspect they never intended to survive the... Suits me. You won't get another chance.
Annihilation mode.
Close your eyes. To dust. Be silent.
My holy proclamation!
Observe. Night falls. Be silent. Do you fear the dark?
Shall endure. Cheap tricks.
Be gone, shadow of darkness!
Insulation chamber deployed.
The long sleep beckons.
Defensive mode. Engaged.
The dawn! Observe. Night falls.
The relentless spectre haunts us.
deserve
Still no trace of it. So, who's calling the shots here?
Twilight Sword Dainsleif.
It is indeed. I will take.
So where's the Traveler's brother then? Or is this guy supposed to be in...
But today, that is the least of your...
Your riddles tire me. The overwhelming. I'd like to.
Then allow me to be frank. And I do not merely mean this battle. No. For today, Our Highness quietly, and then...
What? Wait. Oh no.
And all of my comrades.
What a load of. Your falsehoods are riddled.
Right. Plus, if it was
I have one simple question. If Conrea has indeed been revived, as you claim, then where is it?
Oh, you. Think back on the past few.
I sense something strange in my dream.
Oh,
Hard to say. It's like a... The Abyss Order retreated when we attacked their stronghold with the Ansan and According to a guard, I couldn't see the monster. I couldn't see the monster. I couldn't see the monster. I couldn't see the monsters.
Whatever may be going through your mind right now, do not trust it. I urge you, the notion that Kanria... There is only one thing that should... Obstinate fools!
Ultimatum protocol.
Embrace the abyss and be baptized!
Green wings converge.
Might compels you! I'll handle this!
That should be all of them, right? Are you still thinking about what that...
I understand. You think I have said my piece. I will stay here and do some... I thought your voice and attitude seemed familiar. The curse of immortality has struck you too, then, Hayden.
$500 Don't forget, DAIN's, but I taught you. You be that as it.
Speak for yourself. I intend to kill you 100 times over.
Finally had enough. You weren't joking then, huh? Never, in all my worst nightmares, have I... All right, I believed. What? Not a fan?
I never thought you'd side with... You could have easily blamed the...
Indeed, yes. We knew that the... Yet we still and besides...
I suppose you have changed a lot over... Had you been so generous during your time at the Knight Academy as my instructor in Black Serpent blade work, I might not have come to loathe you so much.
Is that so?
All my good deeds were clearly in the spirit of the Academy's code of chivalry. Yet I received corporal punishment for being restless and brash, and as much as it pains me to bring up his name, even my co-student, Sir Telogi, was prosecuted for following the spirit of knighthood. He even lost limbs over it. There's little point in discussing it now, of course. But all of this was your doing, wasn't it, Hayden? You wore a mask of benevolence. What?
Oh, I'm sorry, Dainsleif. I would apologize to you for those actions, truly. But the fact is... honestly can't remember them anymore. Look at me. Look at what has become of me. Only by the Abyss's grace have I managed to maintain this physical form. But as for the rest, memories, spirit, emotions, personality, they have long become eroded, fragmented beyond recognition. Even if mine was a past steeped in sin or in shame I once longed to hide, I would wish to remember it. Without my history, I fear I will become another person entirely. I would like to apologize for any misdeeds that are mine. So please, tell me everything. Tell me about the Khaenri'ah we once called a home.
No wonder your personality struck me as different. Memories are indeed a crucial part of a person's identity. So, the Khaenri'ah we once called home.
You seem to remember much. Could you tell me more about it? About our golden age?
I'm not interested. I have neither the time nor the sympathy.
Is that so? What a pity. But this will be quite sufficient, as long as the loom of fate heard what I could not.
The loom of fate? What have you done? Tell me.
I'm afraid I owe you yet another apology, Dainslith. You were right. I lied to you earlier. Your wits are too sharp to be fooled by me. The homeland hasn't yet been revived. In fact, even the ley line weaving is not yet complete. Think of ley lines as the collection of memories concerning a given place. To reweave Khaenri'ah's ley lines as they were 500 years ago, we would somehow need to retrieve almost all the memories of Khaenri'ah from that age. The loom of fate cannot weave without an abundant supply of memories. And so, we relied on everyone in the Abyss Order to provide what they could. Even though fragments are all that remain in most cases, the more we all share, the more that can be restored.
So the loom of fate is running as we speak. And the so-called meditation your members have been performing. Its purpose was to supply the loom with memories, wasn't it?
Indeed. We are people in exile, stranded 500 years in the future. Will weave our homeland anew and bring the nation of our dreams back into the real world. Ah, what a glorious undertaking! What a shame it had to take this long. After 500 years, most of our memories have faded, and a world woven from broken memories shall itself be broken.
You look for assistance from your mortal enemy, who has sworn to hunt you down.
Precisely. For you possess a ring left to you by your elder brother, which continuously resets your body's condition. Of course, your memories are susceptible to erosion just like ours. But of all Khaenri'ahs who remain, you are sure to remember the most. We had to obtain the memories in your mind, whatever the price. Even if it meant sacrificing our entire army as bait.
So this was your true goal? To lure me here, guide me into a state of meditation, and access my memories. So be it. A few of my fading memories for your entire army? That strikes me as a fair trade. I appreciate your generosity. You're gambling everything you have on the loom of fate. This could be a costly mistake for you in the long run.
Perhaps. But that is the gamble our Highness has chosen to make. And thanks to you, the loom of fate has now finished weaving the ley lines. New Conria is complete!
Enough about your beloved leader. You said you would pay any price for my memories, did you not? In that case, prepare to be slain another 100 times for your deception. I hope it was worth it.
They say that the calmer things seem on the surface, the more likely that danger lurks in the shadows. Not sure if that's always true, but it never hurts to stay alert. Just doing what you're good at won't cut it, you know. Sometimes the only way to grow stronger is to step out of your comfort zone.
okay? Did something happen?
We're not from the same world, are we?
No. I come from your future.
Wait, but that's great! That means the world isn't going to end. In that case, tell me, what happens to Conria? What happens to my homeland? No, wait. Don't answer that. We can only fight for our future. If the future is unknown, I still believe the Savior can turn things around. I'll carry on looking for him, even if you're not there to protect me. Although, in a way, I've already found my Savior. It's you. You protected me, and I believe you can protect us all. You're the one who can change everything. It's just too bad that we're not from the same time or place. Oh, one last thing before I forget. I know how much you want to find your brother. Surely he must be desperate to find you too. So, is there anything you can give me as a memento? Proof that we met? That way, when I do find him, I can convince him that you're also searching for him. Huh? What is it?
So that's what happened. Izdaroth, the ruler of time, must have had a hand in this. There's no other way that this meeting could have taken place. I knew only the ending. I've always been curious about the events that led to it. When the cataclysm first began 500 years ago, I, as the Prince of Conria, was preparing to do my part, to fight back with all my might. But then this girl, Diridith, she found me. The irony was that even as she desperately begged me to save the world, she brought me news of you. I was stunned, and I was suspicious of her claim that you were searching for me. But then, she showed me the key to your hibernation chamber. We'd been separated ever since I awakened in Tevat. I searched the whole planet and found no trace of you anywhere. And then she brought me that news at the worst possible moment. I was faced with an extremely difficult decision. I desperately wanted to see you again, but Conria was in equally desperate need of my help. I knew that no matter what I chose, I'd regret my decision for the rest of my days. So I steeled myself against the guilt and made my decision. But when I found you, you were still in hibernation. Even the key to the chamber was still secure. I couldn't make sense of what I was seeing. But there was no time to think. I just grabbed you and ran. That's where we are right now. An intersection in our memories. This question has haunted me for the past 500 years. I never imagined the answer would come to me like this. So, my actions 500 years in the future set everything in motion. Are you mocking me, Istaroth? Not yet. But I've taken a very important step. Now the ley lines of Conria are complete. I'd always thought that Tevat's ley lines were locked by the heavenly principles. No more can be added, and existing ones cannot be replaced. But then, I learned that Natlan's Night Kingdom appeared to be an exception to the rule. It has intrigued me ever since. So, I directed the Abyss Order to feign an attack on Natlan, buying me some time to enter the Night Kingdom and negotiate with the Lord of the Night. Unfortunately, for other reasons, even the Night Kingdom cannot host any new ley lines. The most I could get was some room to carry out the weaving process. Still, I received the Lord of the Night's permission and activated the Loom of Fate. Using an Intivat as the base, I was able to grow a realm based on the Conria of 500 years ago, superimposing it over present-day Natlan's space-time. That superimposition is what allowed you and Diridith to cross paths. After that, the new Conria was enriched with memories of the old, drawn from the Abyss Order's members in their meditation sessions. With those memories as raw materials, and the superimposed realm as a template, the Loom of Fate finally finished its work. What I now hold in my hand is the Atlas of the New World. This is the product of the Loom of Fate, holding within it the entire network of new Conria's ley lines. With this, the nation once known as Conria can rise again. One day, I will find a suitable host location for it. When I first arrived in Conria 500 years ago, my memory was completely blank. It was only after I had served as their prince for many years that I slowly began to remember everything, including you. But recovering old memories didn't simply erase the part of my life I spent in Conria. I still see it as my second home. That is why my guilt weighs so heavily on me. But even so, that only constitutes part of my motive. More importantly, if I wish to speak with the heavenly principles as an equal, I will need the might of an entire world behind me. Huh? I know you always want to change fate. We both do. But this time, I won't let you succeed. I cannot miss the chance to reunite with you 500 years in the past. No matter what.
I don't know why, but the way you're talking just doesn't sound like you at all. Ether, this whole thing, your plan, what does it have to do with us?
All along, it's only ever been about us. Goodbye, Lumine. We will begin anew at the end of your journey.
Our hero is back! Everyone's been waiting for you. The Abyss Order made a full retreat before—
Paimon doesn't know the details either. The Traveler just disappeared after taking Deirdre's hand. It was like they got sucked into another world. Paimon was looking all over for her, and then she suddenly reappeared, right back in the same spot. But looking a lot more glum.
I think I got the gist of what happened. Something to do with your brother? I spoke with the Lord of the Night in a dream just now, and learned quite a lot.
Huh? You What, your brother? And you didn't think to tell Paimon right away? Well, oh, never mind. Paimon can see that you're pretty down right now. But let's go over everything later, all right?
What your brother accomplished? It all but defies comprehension. I was stunned when I heard about it too. But what surprised me the most was that the Lord of the Night actually chose to allow it. The Lord of the Night did try to explain it to me, but in a word, it's complicated. During the war with the Abyss, Mawika believed so. The Lord of the Night was very intrigued when presented with. She saw your brother preserve and. With that in mind, however.
An additional?
No idea.
Huh.
All right, well, I trust the Lord. Don't you agree, Traveler? Come on, let's head back to the Collective of Plenty. Oh, Veressa should be there too. We'll treat you to a real feast.